Welcome to another video battle report. This one is again from Toys and Things. This is the second of their regional qualifier events, and it took place on October 23rd. My opponent in this round one was Evan Heary, and I'll go over the lists, but they'll also be linked in the comments. I'm running Scum Efficiency for Binary Pirate, the Z95s, and then two contracted scouts with Crackshot, and one of them also has the Genius droid. So Evan is running Asajj with Push the Limit, the Shadowcaster title, Dengar Crew, Black Market Slicer Tools, and Inertial Dampeners. He also has two Y-Wings. They are the Thugs with Twin Laser Turret and are for Agromech. And let's get it going. Now, I'm not going to be doing the overlays in this one. Instead, I will be putting down little plastic numbers on the table to indicate how much damage was taken. So, as far as rock placement goes, I tried to deny the middle here, and he has set up in an opposite corner away from me. I have a lot of ships, so I need to spread them out around the debris, as you can see. And we are all set and just waiting on the timer to start, and it has started. So I wasn't sure where he would place his Y-Wings, so I tried to be safe with the Z95s and give myself options. When I saw that he put Asajj over in the all the way to the right, his right, I decided to fly the other contracted scout in and around the debris and kind of take a nice slow engagement. And he's moving himself forward. I barrel roll that contracted scout, the white one, in, and then flip the other one around. That way, ideally, I can engage in this section here, and around the back. Kind of get him from all the sides and see where it goes after that first engagement. He's continuing to move very slowly. No range there. I checked for target lock. And Asajj actually comes forward more than I expected. No shot there, but there is a shot here. So TLT, first shot missed, second shot, actually, did he take the target lock on the first one? I don't think so. So I didn't put down the damage marker on that one because I was new, it was the first time doing it, but there was one damage taken there from the TLT. So now it's my time to advance aggressively, and I probably should have done a bank on the white and black Z95s. I was thinking I would set them up for the next turn, but maybe being more aggressive in the first round of shooting would have been more effective. Asajj, I expected to bank in, but she goes straight ahead. And there we go, some damage on white. That's from Asajj, so Shadowcaster in effect, and barrel rolled onto the debris. And 2 damage onto Asajj. Now here's one of the mistakes I made in this round, and 2, 3, and 4 damage wipes out the white Z95. As expected. I expected to lose one in the first round. So my big mistake here was I thought that Asajj was the biggest threat in his list, but I really think it's the Y-Wings. They're just able to put out so much consistent damage, and they're so susceptible. Talking about it later, Evan talked about how he feels like if he loses any part of his list, then it starts to become quite a bit less effective, and I think that that's correct, and the thing to do is to go after the Ys. So I managed to get myself nicely within range 1 of several of his both his Y-Wings. I think the black contracted scout over there might not be. Asajj manages to finish off the yellow Z95. He checks range, and it doesn't look like he has much, so I'm able to go contracted scout back and get 2 damage in on the green Y-Wing. He puts 4 damage in on my black contracted scout, though. It looks like it must have been in range R2 of both Y-Wings. And unfortunately, because of his positioning of Asajj, I'm going to have to do some work to flip that around. And I do believe it has stress, of course. It can do a white sloop, but at the same time, it's going to push it farther away and just not where I want it to be right now. So that was a nice move. Kind of blocked my positioning there by going around the outside. So I decided to go around, take a left-hand turn, and go for a couple white hard-won maneuvers. Another round of combat here, and looks like 2 damage on blue Z95 and a Shadowcaster once again in effect. And the crucial thing here is he does the Shadowcaster, reduces the agility, barrel rolls to make sure it's not in range 1 of the Y-wings, and then does damage to it. So the blue one is off the board. I had bumped. It doesn't look like I got any damage on the green Y-wing this turn, although it does have a crit and 1 hull damage, so 3 hit points left on the green one. Bump on the blue Y-wing, and I continue to turn my black contracted scout around. And he's checking range. Damage in on my contracted scout, it looks like, and I think also 1 on the black Z95. But was not able to put... no, sorry, I did put 1 additional damage in on the green Y-wing from range 1. A little bit disappointing, and as I said, first time using the numbers, I got better at it in the later games. So now I am chasing and still thinking that Asajj was my target. Foolishly, I should have gone after this Y-wing, but we have 2 range 1 shots here. 3 damage though in on the white contracted scout, only 1 damage in. Another additional 2 in from this green Y-wing, and so that looks like 2 or 3, maybe 3 damage cards. So not a whole lot of hull remaining on there. Bump, but I was stressed anyway, so I didn't expect to get any actions. And now trying to bring the black contracted scout in for some value. Unfortunately, too much damage, and the white contracted scout is out of the picture. We ran out of time at this point, so this was how the board stood at the finish. So we had his Asajj. I got half damage on her, I believe. That looks like 3 cards, but that was it for points. So I think, again, I should have focused the Y-wings. That was a big mistake. My dice were particularly poor, and his were reasonably good, which, you know, it's never a nice excuse to make, but on naked rolls, there was definitely a disparity and discrepancy, and when I would get a good roll, he always managed to get 2 evades or something like that. So that was rough. That was a frustrating game, I will say. But I think, again, target priority. I split the damage between these 2, which was a mistake. But also, I should have just focused the Y-wings. So, you know it for the future.